So Real Futures is a majority Aboriginal-owned company that was started up in Kempsey on the mid-north coast 12 years ago, and we started as a company called Pathways to the Pilbara, which was creating entry-level mine site opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So we were training them up and flying them from the east coast over to the west into very high-paying opportunities, which was just unseen and unheard of in Kempsey. If you know where Kempsey is or have heard much about it, it's a very low socio-economic area, very high Aboriginal population, and often is on the news for all the wrong things, not the good that happens in that community and the amazing people that live there. So that in itself created a whole another level, I guess, of economic participation for people in the Kempsey community and throughout New South Wales as we grew, because people just did not know that it was possible to go out and obtain jobs like that and earn really, really good money, because often, like me, people didn't finish school, they had very little education or too much education. And a lot of people say, how can you have too much education? But Aboriginal people, in my experience, we're the most trained people out there. People come in and let's do this course, let's do this course. And you end up doing courses on 50 different things, but you have no experience. So employers don't want to hire you. And so it creates another cycle. So giving these people the opportunity to train for a guaranteed job in an amazing industry that would then allow them to diversify their skills and bring them home. FIFO isn't for everybody, it's a tough lifestyle, was just a real eye-opener and massive opportunity for Aboriginal people in Kempsey. So we worked and done Pathways to the Pilbara for a couple of years. The mining boom died down around 2014, so we as an organisation had to diversify as well and look at other ways that we could help people in our local communities. And that's when Real Futures was born, and we secured a government contract called the Vocational Training and Employment Centres contract, which allowed us to expand out of Kempsey, down into the Hunter, down into Western Sydney, all the way up to the Tweed border, and eventually over to Western Australia as well. So we were obviously had a much larger footprint and much larger opportunity to help Aboriginal people. So Real Futures is around investing in Aboriginal people, creating community and workplace role models, and showing people that we as Aboriginal people are not what stereotypes often tell the wider Australian that we are. We're so much more than that. And what we've learned along the way is you should never underestimate personality and potential. It doesn't matter what's on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter how little or how much is on a piece of paper. It's about someone's aspirations and what they want to achieve in life. And when given the opportunity to do that, what they can then run with, basically, I guess, to make it their own. And often what we've found is having a job, having an income, having economic freedom is what really gives you the opportunity to move forward. Once someone's given an opportunity, it also creates an obvious change in their mindset. And the most important thing that I've seen come out of it, and the message that we want to get across as well as Aboriginal people, and particularly Aboriginal women, is that we're never looking for a handout. We just want a hand up. And giving someone that hand up is what allows them to take the next step forward. That person then becomes the role model and gives the next woman in line, or the next girl in line, or the next person in line a hand up as well. And it has that flow-on effect, and it ripples out to all of our communities. And that is where we see the impact. That is where we see the intergenerational change and the change in mindsets, the change in those opportunities. And before long, it's going to become second nature. No one will see it as, oh, that person got a specific opportunity. No, it was an opportunity for everyone, and that person was the best person for the job. That's what we want to achieve out of reconciliation, out of gender equality, around just having an equal seat at the table is what is so important. And it's the only way that we're going to change the perception as well.